Here she comes.
I put half of that away, you show off. Righto, here's the crew. Righto, we've got a pretty motley crew together for this hike hunt. Now this is not guided, this is just friends out in the bush doing what we all love. So come along for the trip. We've got Angie on her first backpack trip, which is kind of cool. Still looking for her first Sambar stag. Shot a couple of hinds. We've got old Blisters Bryan up the front here. Now if you don't know why I'm calling him Blisters Bryan, go back a couple of years, a hike hunt he did with Youngie and Brett, and you'll see what I'm talking about there. He's still looking for his first Sambar. 5th trip to Victoria, so he's getting an itchy trigger finger. And then we've got the other Youngie, veteran Youngie, up the front, leading the way. Obviously he doesn't need much of an introduction, but he'll be out the front there, keeping the pace up at the moment. Oh, nearly regurgitated my sausage already. And yeah, then we've got the stag slayer Glenda following along, and motley old me. So Glenda, Blisters and myself have got 6 days in the bush here, and Mark and Angie are in for 4, so they'll be leaving us on Monday and we'll continue on till Thursday. Beautiful day, but we're expecting snow down to 600. It's supposed to be the coldest weekend for this winter. So we've picked the weather. We just got to find some deer. Anyway, let's see how we go. Here he is, running up the rear, slowing us down. First little pinch. Camera will do it no justice, but it's pretty steep here. Yeah, I reckon. Mark was just yelling out if I thought this was part of the McMillan walking track. I'm pretty sure it is. It's just, well, it might not be actually. It might be on the other side of the river. It's just a bit more of a hunting track, game trail. Righto, we've got a river crossing here. Now we just run into another hunter's camp. We left our UHF number there, so hopefully they see that and give us a buzz. We're just going to push a fair way past them. We did plan on sort of hunting here, but we're going to push past them and hopefully get in some fresh country. Looks like they've been here a few days, so anyway, let's see how cold this water is. Oh yeah, she's fresh. Yeah. I'd stay a bit more upstream. Come through here. Oh, yeah. That's cold. You might remember this wallow. Glenda and I found it when it was bone dry. But plenty of water in it now, but no sign. Anyway, keep moving. Yeah, because we ran into that camp, that's basically where we wanted to camp. It's on the other side of the river. You know, we're committed that deep in. We've got to find, you know, an alternative. So instead of being in camp set up by now, probably looking at an afternoon hunt, we're just going to keep on walking. We've got a spot in mind at least 2 kilometres from their camp, so that should be on the outer limit of where they're sort of making it to, I'd say. Hopefully we just haven't interrupted what they've got going on, and it's all good. A little bit of stag sign, not real fresh, but anyway, we've got a fair bit of a walk ahead of us. Just got all the tarps all set up, camps set up nicely, got the fire going. Bryan's gone for a sneak up the river. Just going to see if I can get across the river here, poke up here just for a little bit. Got probably half an hour light, so just to see what's around. I've never hunted in here, so it'll be interesting. Let's go. That river crossing was a bit deeper than I wanted it to be. Anyway, yeah. Pretty thick down in here, but it's going to poke up this gully a little bit and just see what we can find first afternoon. See if we can find a few deer. Yeah, it's pretty hard going up here. Little patches here and there that look nice, but yeah, not a lot of sign either, but it's real bush stalking kind of country, which I've kind of been looking forward to get away from the riffraff, but it's hard going. Anyway, this is just a recon today. I'm going to push down here, jump back down the flats and cross the river before dark. See what's down closer to the river flats on this side. It's a bit marginal up in here. You get a chance, but it'll be a quick one. Ugh. Man, that's cold on the bare feet. I didn't bring any river runners. Oh, wow. And slippery. Oh. Oh. Anyway, no deer seen for the Arvo. A bit of sign up there, but nothing exciting. I think we'll punch up the river a bit further tomorrow. See what's up around there. Anyway, I'll see you back at camp.
Depends on camping. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, the ones that are already made that weren't dehydrated, just warm them up. They're cooking the ovens on.
That's some serious times, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
That's a good rub.
It's early in the year though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're hitting right up here.
Yeah.
Oh, I had a good one. What a ripper.
Fucking diving for I knew what it was.
Good one.
Ripper.
Oh, where's its hair? Did I step over it or was it off the side?
It was off the side.
She was diving.
You saw it too, did you?
No, but I knew what she was after. Something like that. I know.
Nice one. Good one.
Yeah.
It was a little one.
Waking up, it's better. Don't follow me, folks. were just sort of getting a bit of elevation, trying to find a vantage point to glass out from it. Coming over a little rise and just heard something move in front of me and looked up, and there's this great big stag side on it, 60 yards, 28, 30 inch, easy. Everyone got a fair look at him. And he just sunk down low. Was trying to sneak out on us. I had him in the scope for just a brief moment. Yeah, couldn't pull him up. And yeah, no one got a shot at him, but we're going to leave Bryan with him. And he's just going to, because where he's gone is sort of over in this other big gully system. Might just pull up in there, and one bloke might just sneak in there and get another look at him. We're all going to continue on and find another ridge or a gully to go up. Righto, we've left Mark and Angie up the top. We're going to hunt down into this nice big gully here. It's got some bluff system up top. And Glenda and I are going to slip down to the river, sneak underneath the country they're going to hunt. There's another big flat further upstream we're going to have a look at, and then maybe get up into one of the gullies running up off the flat. We're a long way in, and we've never hunted it before, so it's a little bit of a recon to see if it's viable. Because from where we camped, it's not viable to hunt here, so we'd have to move camp further in. Don't want to move it further in if it's not worthwhile. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to get down to the creek here. We've got some good stag sign down here, so that's encouraging. What I did is sort of I brought a leg down and grabbed onto this ledge here. Had a bit of a foothold here, but it's on a bit of an angle. We might go above that. If we don't need to do it, we won't. Righto, we've made it to the flat. Yeah. It's the way it goes sometimes. You do all these miles in this remote country expecting it to be a gold mine when you get there. To be honest with you, so many people don't realise how little deer there are in the forests, like deep in. There's just not stacks of deer in here. So we just pulled up to have lunch, grab some water. So to go back, we're going to punch up a bit higher and contour back because we don't want to be going back through that rock bluff. Yeah, Bryan ran into some steep shit country, and so he's going to go into the next gully and then work his way down to camp. Youngie and Angie sort of hadn't quite got into the better bits, but they said it wasn't quite glassing country, not bad stalking country, but anyway, so hopefully they get amongst something. What you got there, Glenda? Nice. Too many noodles. So we've met back up with Mark and Angie. They saw a big hind up high. Not a lot of sign. We found a bit of sign here and there, but not much exciting down the bottom. So yeah, we're basically just making our way back to camp as quickly as possible. But we've done about 1 kilometre in the last 40 minutes, going as quick as you probably safely can. So it's hard going in here. About 3 k's to get back to camp. Anyway, we're going to have a roundhouse meeting and a discussion about tomorrow. Anyway, we've got to get busy, so I'll catch you back at camp, I think. Wow, big day. That is a very, very welcome sight. On his way back to camp, Bryan glassed up a nice young stag right across the river, and so practically as soon as I had sat down and taken the pack off, I was putting it back on to race him up the ridge onto this stag. We had a fairly good idea where we needed to be to get a shot at him, and this is the hunt. Righto, Bryan spotted a stag across the river, and we've got to punch up the side onto this ridge and try and pick him up again. And this is a pretty thick stuff, so we've got to get an elevation so we can look down into him. So no joy, we didn't get onto him. We got into the right spot, but by God, it was a mission. I'll show you some of the stuff we've walked through. I won't show you much because we've got to try and get out of here. He was in this tight little gully on top of this rock bluff, and the only position we could get on him, we couldn't quite see in there, so we had to hope that he was going to feed out, and he hasn't. So what does Bryan think of hunting Sambar?
It's the most fun thing you can do under your own steam, I reckon.
Liar. Weather's come in. Let's go one more. Yep. Oh, it's hurting my fingies. Everyone's breaking down camp. We're going to move out of here and go and hunt some big river flats further downstream. We had a good dump of snow last night looking up there, and frost on the tarps this morning. So yeah, we're just going to break down and hike back out and set up another camp.
Seen on there since this morning.
Has it? She did. Anyway, who needs enemies when you have friends like mine? Rain's come right in, a bit windy, so luckily we've moved about 4 k's this morning, and yeah, we've got camp all set up, but this weather's come in and I don't think anyone's really enthused. Get wet ass and no deer. Righto, that bit of rain's nicked off. Bryan headed off in one sunny patch that came through, and then got caught in a couple of rainstorms, and we hung out under the tarp. So poor buggers. Anyway, he's headed off downstream to go up and hunt a big gully over there, and we're just about ready to poke out. Mark and Angie have gone up into this gully here. Glenda's feeling a bit worse for wear. She's got a couple of good blisters, and yeah, hip's giving her a bit of trouble, so she's just going to go sit up here on a bit of a vantage point and glass across the river. And I know some sort of bedding areas up in here, so I've only got a couple of hours. I'm just going to march up the hill here. There's a bit of a rock vein, a bit of a rock bluff. Last time I was in here was back in April, but there's a bit of stag sign right up in there, so it's not a real big walk. So I'll just take my time and see what we can find. You know, it's been slim pickings this trip, but I'm kind of it's becoming the norm. It's been a bit of a challenge, the old Sambar deer hunting lately, but I say that, but we did see a 28 or 30 inch stag, you know, first proper day of hunting up in there, and saw that younger stag that Bryan videoed there. So it's not all doom and gloom, it's just the deer seem to be still very scattered. I don't know whether it's from hunting pressure or what, but it doesn't matter where I go, the deer are scattered. Anyway, up the hill. This hind, I've snuck up on her, maybe 120 yards across the gully here, but I've realised I've forgotten my knives, because when we got into camp I just pulled everything out because everything was wet. It's the perfect eater size, and I've got the 308, and I really need to test these bullets, but I could probably drag her down the hill to the flats and then just go back and get my knives, but I'm also thinking it's perfect conditions for a stag. I'm hopeless with this kind of thing. I find it very difficult to shoot a female. Even when I want one, I always feel like, I could get a stag. She's just happily feeding away in the heads of a tree just there. I think she's going to come out in a little clearing there maybe. If this rain nicks off, she'll definitely come out, I think. Absolutely smoke her.
yourself to it. It's the perfect size to eat. I need to test projectiles. I'd like to blood the 308. But this is an area that gets hunted hard enough that I don't think it needs my pressure as well. So I'm going to let it live. I'm going to go look for a dad. Hopefully he's up a bit higher. Jesus Christ. I just knocked my rifle over. She's looking at me now. I don't think she can see me though. But if I moved, I'd be in trouble, I reckon.
Just trying to sneak up past that yearling. Just starting to get some thick stuff. Boom! Deer took off. So it's a hind with a calf. But when she's got around there, another yearling has come down to her. So I've got 4 deer in this gully now. But they're all on the alert. But just going to make sure there's no stag with them. Bit of action. That's camp there, the smoke. I'd come up that ridge up here, spotted that other one in here. I'd come up into this thick stuff, they burst out of here, ran around. They're just in there somewhere. We'll continue over and have a look over there. Yes! That's a fire. Nice work. Righto, Glenda's got a... Is this the first go?
No.
Alright, of the smoked oyster?
Yeah.
Bush oyster.
Alright.
Bon appetit.
Alright, who's next? Youngie?
Prairie oyster.
Righto, Bryan. You haven't got the flavour yet. You have you?
It's coming. Tastes like a sardine, if anything.
Mark here having a go at a smoked oyster that I carried half bloody through the Victorian Highcountry.
Good tucker.
Angie's wussed out.
It's not what you think.
Yeah. Yep. I just Google them and
Pretty good frost this morning, so my mission is to be the last one out of bed. Ricky's on the go. Where it could be Glenda's over there, got the fire going. Jeez, it got cold about 4 o'clock this morning. Had to get the hand warmers out. We're all just going to walk out this morning. We're going to change plans for Bryan.
Youngie's keen, he's raring to go, packs on. Emily not so... Oh no, Emily's ready to go too. Emily. Yeah, sorry. Angie. Glenda's taking her time with her boots. Bryan's got his anti-government hat all rolled up into his pocket. Yeah, no, you can stay a bit lower now where it's a bit more open. Yeah.
What is your hiker like? How heavy is your hiker like?
1 kilo.
Yeah.
That's for the 70 litre. The 55 litre is 940 grams or something. Righto, we're just about out. Ange and Mark are back to work tomorrow, so they're off. We did fully intend to stay a little bit longer, but the hunting was a bit slow and the country was a bit harsh, so we've decided to pull the pin as well, and we're going to relocate. So that'll be in the next episode, so stick around for that one, see if we can get Bryan a deer. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe, hit the old thumbs up button and make a comment. And if you're looking for any extra content, jump over to Patreon, be a link in the description. And there is a free tier there, guys, that will get you a little bit of content, give you an idea of what's over there. Anyway, looking forward to a good feed and a hot shower, and get after it again.
Yeah, we don't want to do a late 50 minutes from Well, it is an initiation, right? You've got to jump in the river when you get back to the car.
yeah, always on the first backpack.